go.
So first things first, when you take her out and you're gonna work with her, pick up her pinch collar and slide out all of her scruff. Nice and slow so you're not pulling on her hair. And it should sit nice and high right behind her ears. As you can see, I can get my whole hand underneath there, right? But it's not loose enough to slip over her head. So it's sized for her. When she's on the left, I know you're so tired. When she's on the left, this chain is always in between you and her at all times, but make sure that it's slack. It's not taut. If it's taut, that means she's pulling. So then at that point, you have to go in and then back out really fast, timed with a no, because you need to correct her, okay? So let's go. Good girl is the command to walk. Good girl. Let's go means let's walk without pulling. So she could be a little in front, a little off to the side. She could smell what she wants to as long as she's not pulling. Now, with that said, she could be this far in front of me without pulling. I don't want her that far in front because she's really not paying attention then. So the furthest in front that I would let her go is about here. So if she gets any further than this and she's not pulling, correct towards yourself. No, when she slows down, yes, very good girl. Let's go, good girl. When you're making inside and outside turns, practice doing this inside the house as well. Notice I'm dropping the leash to create slack, so she's doing it all on her own. A lot of trainers will do this. It's called toe barring. You do not want to do this. You don't want to hold the leash taut like this as you turn. Same thing making an outside turn, because now I'm doing all the work, right?
Right.
So when you're making an outside turn, let's go. Drop the leash. Yes. Is she turning with me? Great. Yes, good girl. If she doesn't, then that's when you would have to correct, right? So if I turn, let's go, and she's still going that way, no, let's go, yes, good girl. Remember, keep your head up. Use your peripheral to see where she's at. Good girl, very nice. If she's not giving you enough room and you're trying to make an inside turn, correction is this way. So I'm gonna go, no, let's go, good girl. Again, every time she does something that you've asked, mark it with a yes. Very good girl. If you have to correct, then she completes the command. Yes, that's a good girl. When you come to a stop. She's good about auto sitting, but right now, every time you come to a stop, tell her to sit. Good girl. Now the sit stays in Y. So I don't have to say S-T-A-Y. All I'm saying is good sit. Very good girl. Practice getting out to the end of the leash. Very good girl. Walking around her clockwise, counterclockwise. Such a good girl. Yes. If she breaks the command, correction, no, sit. So you're correcting back but more up, timed with a no, and then sit. She's still not sitting. No, sit. She sits, yes, very good girl. One correction is better than 10 little ones. So if you ever get to a point where you're correcting 3 times for a simple command like sit, most likely you're not correcting strong enough. Good girl. Very nice. So any command will release her from the implied sit state, right? So I can tell her LES or LETSGO to start walking again. Or I can tell her all FRED to release her. Or I can tell her, Emma, come. Good girl, come. And then every time she comes to me, make her sit. If she doesn't, tell her to sit. Very good girl, come. Good girl, come. Then start to praise her. Again, she's in the implied sit state. So as I'm walking away to maybe practice another come, I'm going to reinforce. Good sit. Very good girl. Come. Very good girl, come. Oh, good, come. Very nice. If she doesn't come, don't repeat the command. Give a correction towards yourself. No, and then come, and then lead her to you. Don't pull her, but lead her to you. Very good girl. Down. Oh, good, down. You're so tight. Good, down. The down hand signal is the bottom of my forearm, right above her, like this. Don't think that she needs to see this, so don't start doing this, because she heard you verbally, right? So if I say down, and she's deputy, take the hand signal away, get out front of her and correct to the ground. No, down. Yes, very good girl. The reason why I say come out in front as you correct is because if you tell her down and she's not going down, now you're going no, down. That's all awkward. Good girl, down. The reason why I like to do down with the hand signal like this, right? So if she was in the house, she happened to be on this side of me, this hand signal, because she's on this side. But then, let's go. Yes, sit. If I'm in front of her, the same thing she sees on the side, I'm up. Down. Good choice. Very good girl. She's so exhausted. But down, same thing she sees on the side. So that's why I don't like to do down like this, because then you always have to be right up on them. Where you do it like this, you can do it from a distance. You know, so if she's all the way at the other side of the room, I can go down, stay. Good girl. Now the down stays implied just like sit. You know, so when you're telling her down before you go out for a, say you're going out for a walk, you're like, oh, I forgot my cell phone. Sit down, good girl. Go grab your cell phone, come back. She should hold it, right? But if you guys want her to hold it while you eat dinner, after you tell her down, give her the stop sign with stay. Good girl. Very nice. The only difference is if she breaks this command now, because I told her stay, I'm walking slowly to grab the leash. No, down, stay. Where if I just put her in a down implied stay command and I didn't tell her stay, the correction would just be no, down. Okay? So again, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I know. If I put her in a down and she breaks it, the correction is no, down. If I say down and then stay, the correction is no, down, stay. Now, here, let's go. Go to your place. Good girl. Stay in your place. Very good girl. When you're correcting for her place command is very similar to the down stay command. You have to correct back in the direction of where they were staying in the first place. So with her place command, any bed that you want to use, you're leading her all the way there. So you're saying, let's go. Once you get to her place, go to your place, walk her all the way onto it, and then tell her, stay in your place, at the place 2 times. I'm not trying to settle her in. I'm just showing her, this is your place, babe. Good girl. Now, before you walk away, if she's standing there, don't play it safe. Like, don't help her. Let her break the command so that you can correct her so she knows you guys are going to be just as consistent. Okay? Good girl. Once she's holding her place command for 30 minutes while you're walking around doing things, then I'm going to want you guys to start setting her up for failure. You know, having one person go to the door, ring the doorbell, knock on the door. Someone here? Oh, good girl, stay in your place. Very good job. The only command to release her is all 3. Yes, good girl. All 3. But as you notice, I'm opening my arms as I back up. All 3. Good girl. So let's go. One more thing. Go to your place. Yes. Good girl. Stay in your place. Good girl. So if she breaks her place and she runs all the way over here, it's not about me getting them back there right away. I just have to get her back there. So if I'm in the middle of holding something and I see she broke it, put down what you're holding. Now where is she? She's over here. Grab her leash. No. No. Once she's back on, repeat. Stay in your place. Good girl. So you're correcting about every other step. Okay? Good girl. Same thing if she was in a down state right there and she broke it and she came all the way to me. I'd pick up her leash and I'd say, no, 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 down, stay. Just like that. Good girl. Never try to have her hold her place while company's coming in the house, even if it's dad. She's got to smell where have you been all day, all that, right? So it's like torture. So if dad's home, release her, let's go say hi, work on jumping, right? But say you're practicing place, he walks in, she flies and breaks her place. It's not too late. So at that point, he's petting her because he didn't know you were practicing place. I would walk over, Grab Emma's leash. We're practicing place. Hold on. No. No. Stay in your place. Good girl. All three. Let's go say hi to Dad.
Hi.
That's how I would handle it.
I'll be down.
Here, let's go. Go say hi. Go say hi.
Oh, good girl.
So again, if she jumps,
Good.
no off.
Yes, good girl.
Correction is down and out.
Now, if I'm,
No, you're fine. Go.
so if, like, that's Tim, right here.
Yep.
And she starts jumping down.
You say no
At that
off.
point.
No off. Yes.
Right,
No off, yes.
And then should he turn and do, or have I already taken care of it with that?
Yes and no. Like that would make it even better.
Okay.
Yep.
That would even make it better because that would teach her that you're not going to get any love and affection from Dad unless all 4 paws are on the floor. But with that correction, that's teaching her as well, continuing to teach her to not make those mistakes.
So no off.
But
No off.
the person being greeted, which is me right now, if she jumps, yeah, I'm gonna go, no.
You're letting go.
But
Exactly.
But then as soon as she lands, yes.
Exactly.
People are gonna have bad timing with this, you'll notice. For example, even my mom, she's like, I'll say, here, I'll go say hi to the dog, and she'll be like, when do I touch? When do I touch?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Like I said, if they're not petting her, as soon as she lands, you get in there and say, yes, good job. And then you can say, pet her, pet her, pet her.
Exactly.
If she lifts, let go.
Just 4 on the floor.
Yup,
Or
4
on
on the
the
floor.
floor.
But practice on an everyday basis, even with you guys.
That'll make it.
Like with me,
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll go,
Right.
like, look, this is not teasing her. I know I'm going to have a guest that does this. I want her to know this does not mean jumping. Hi, Emma. Hi, oh, good choice. Good girl. Just like that. But do it on an everyday basis. You know?
Good job.
You're doing so good. I know you're tired.
She's
All
gonna
three.
sleep.
All three.
And that's it for now.
Yeah, good girl.
So she is